How to edit the bookings pages on Wix Events. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll show you entirely what you can actually do with these pages, adjusting them, editing them, see if we can actually change the design of it, the layout, and what you can actually do with them. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I'm just going to click on edit site, and from here I'm just going to open up the site editor. So once this loads in, I'm just going to discuss exactly what you need to know, pretty much all about events actually. So these pages are going to be 3 different pages, and we can actually view them from here. If you just click on page home at the top left, it's going to open up a list of pages, which is pretty much what you have on your site. And if we scroll down, you should be able to find event pages, and you can see 1, 2, 3. Event details and registration, schedule, and events. And in the case if you don't actually see them and you don't even have the events thing yet, it's very simple to actually install it. What you need to do is just open up the site editor like you see on your screen, and then just go ahead and click on add apps, go to the app market, and then just go ahead and search for events. Once you do that, you should be able to find Wix Events and Tickets. This is pretty much what we need to install. So for me, it says open, but for you, it should actually say install if you don't have it already. And let's just go in and see the pages right away and how they actually look like by default. So if we just go down to event pages, click on event details and registration, we can actually go ahead and see that we have this page. It's going to show us the actual events that people would actually want to book, and it does have a button here, and also it's going to show you the time and location, and also more about the actual event. And if there's a price point, it's also going to show you how to purchase this ticket and everything. So we're going to obviously adjust this and talk about it further. And by the way, for the Arabic text, I have that in settings, so this is why I have Arabic text. It shouldn't really be like that anyway. And then we also have the other page, which is going to be the schedule page. For this one, it's going to actually show you the different times and dates for each event. And so, pretty much you choose which event you want to go to, and then you click on it. It's going to take us back to the registration page. Lastly, we have the events page. This is going to also be more of a highlight of the different upcoming events and so on. So this is going to be a very important one as well. And we are going to discuss how to adjust them all. But first, we can't really do anything without any events. So in order to create an event, we will need to go ahead and click on the main dashboard of our site, as you can see here. And we are just going to go to the events tab. So again, if you don't see this, just make sure you actually install the app. And if you still don't see it, just go and restart the page or refresh the page. By the way, speaking of which, it's not really Wix Studio. I know it says Wix Studio on the top left, but this is for the default Wix, as you can see. So anyways, we're just going to click on events and click on published. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and create a new event. And this is just going to allow it to pop up onto our pages, and then we can adjust it further. And by the way, when it comes to these pages, there's minimal things that you can actually do except adding your events. There's not a lot of layout changes that you can do. There's not a lot of design aspects. So mostly is going to be creating your events and then seeing how they look like on these pages. So we're just going to go to published and click on add event. This is pretty much how to create one. And then we're just going to discuss how to create one very quickly. So first, we're just going to select the event type, whether it's going to be ticketed event or RSVP, which is pretty much, more like private events. So if you have, private events like parties or weddings, you can just go ahead and select that if you want. But I'm just going to leave it as ticket events. And then we have some general information that we actually need to set up, starting with the actual event name. So you can just go ahead and give it any name. I'm just going to name it test event 1. And then here you can actually go ahead and add a short teaser. So this is going to be more like a highlight underneath the name. So yeah, you get it. It's optional, but it's obviously going to be better if you actually add this. Yeah, I just added in teaser. Very creative, I know. And then on the right side, let's just discuss the image. Is obviously going to be such a powerful thing to add an image, so just go in and do that. Something related to the actual event would be nice, but I'm just going to add just a sample image just so we can actually view it later on once we are actually adjusting the site and the pages. So just go in and add an image for your event, which is going to be a highlight for your event. And then once you do this, you can just go in and go to the event categories, which we can actually create right now, or we can just do it later from the categories tab on the left side, as you can see. Let's just go ahead and do it now because it's easier this way. And then I'm just going to click on create category, and let's just go in and name this category 1. And then I'm just going to click on yes and confirm. Now, obviously, once we go to categories later on, you should be able to find category 1 now. It's going to be available, and it's going to be a part of it. So this is going to be more like grouping events into such categories just for the sake of more organization purposes, you could say. So this is pretty much the usefulness for categories. Next up, we have date and time. So we're just going to select what type of event we have when it comes to time and date, whether it's going to be a single event, so one time off, reoccurring, or to be decided. You're not decided yet. So let's just go ahead and stick to single event. But if you want it to be reoccurring, you can just go ahead and set this up. So whether it's going to be yearly, monthly, it's up to you. But I'm just going to select it to be a single event. And then you have the start date and then the start time. And we also have the end date and end time. So right now it's set to April 27th, start time 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. I'm just going to leave it as it is and leave it this way. So we have the time zone is going to be for my time zone, but if you want to change that for some reason, you can feel free to do so. But it's just going to be usually the time zone of the location you want to add this event to be in. This is pretty much how it works. And then we have the display here, show event show event end date and time. So I'm just going to keep this on. So obviously people will know exactly when the event is going to end. And then we also have the ability to show the time zone. I'm just going to do this just so we don't have any confusion later on. It's obviously optional. All of these options are optional here. Next up, we have the actual physical location of the event. So you would want to just go ahead and click on event location here and add an address. If you want it to be an online event, you can also feel free to do so. You just want to go ahead and set this up. And if you have not decided yet, you can just go ahead and leave it over here. I'm just going to leave it as to be decided. And then we also have the about the event. This is going to be the description of the event. You want to let people know exactly what they're getting into. And you want to really let people know what this event is about. So just go ahead and write your description about the event. You should know what to write at this point. So just go ahead and feel free to do so. And by the way, you can add your images, add videos, or even add files here and create with AI if you want to write using AI. So just go ahead and feel free to add your description, and that should be enough here for you. So let's just add description, just so we have something at least. It's not going to be empty. And then once you're happy with this, we're just going to click on create draft, and it's not going to be published right away yet because we did not actually set up the tickets just yet. So we're just going to go ahead and go to the next step, which is going to be creating a ticket. And then we also have the customized checkout form, review settings, accept payments, publish your event, and yeah, these are the steps that are required for us to set up. So I'm just going to do the create tickets one right now. So just click on create tickets. So once this opens up, you're just going to fill out a few more, information here. So first is going to be the ticket name. So if you want to have some sort of tiers, you can feel free to do so: gold, silver, bronze, that type of thing, or just, general admission. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And then you also have the description for it. So yeah, if you wanted to have some VIP tickets and you want to know what, if you want to let people know what this includes, you can feel free to add it in the description. I'm just going to leave it empty. And then we're just going to go to the pricing method. So this is going to be fixed price, price options. So you can actually go in and set up multiple different price options. Pay what you want or free. So I'm just going to stick to free. Fixed price is the easiest, but if you want to go for whichever one, you can feel free to do so. So if it's fixed price, you just want to scroll down, and you can actually see we only have the ticket price here is only a fixed price. Just select the currency and select the price. If it's for price options, it's going to be a little bit different. You have the different options that you can set up. Pay what you want, it's not going to really give you anything. And also for the free one, you have the ability to change it whether it's going to be unlimited free tickets or just a limited number of tickets. Or no, I think this has nothing to do with the free one. This is just in general speaking, the ticket quantity. Okay, never mind. So I'm just going to stick to fixed price. Let's just say 50 AED, and then I'm just going to go and scroll down a little bit and see the fees that are going to apply, because there are going to be fees that apply to the tickets once they actually purchased. So whether you actually want to pass the ticket service on the buyer, so they buy 50 dirhams and then they add the extra fees, or you just go ahead and absorb it from your total. It's obviously completely up to you. And then we also have the ticket quantity. I'm just going to leave it as unlimited, but if you wanted to change to limited, it's up to you. And we also have the ticket policy. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on create tickets, and I'm just going to pretend as if we have everything else ready. So if we just go to overview, you can actually see we have a few things here like review settings, accept payments, which you will need actually the Wix premium to do so, and publish your event. So let's just go and publish it real quick. To do so, we can just go to drafts from the events section here, and if we just hover over it, you should be able to see publish. Click on that, and this should publish the event for you. Now let's just go ahead and go back to our site editor. So let's just go home, click on design site or edit site, and let this just load. So give me a sec. So again, once this opens up, we're just going to click on page and scroll down to the bottom and see Wix events and tickets. Let's just see events first. So this is the events page. We have upcoming events, we see the actual event itself, and by the way, the image that I uploaded was way larger than it should be, so just make sure you add a proper image. And if you just want to adjust anything here, if you just click on this manage event, it's just going to take you back to the main dashboard, and then from there, you're going to be able to set up information about the events. For example, if you don't like the image, you basically change it from here. Just click on manage, and it's going to give you the ability to change the image, the text, and everything. So it's just going to take us back in here. Like I said, there's not a lot of customization options when it comes to these pages. And if you click on settings, some of them are going to have the layout option. So if you just click on layout, you are going to be able to see the different layout options when it comes to, filtering between different events. So I only have the one, so it's not really going to be impactful seeing these differences, but right now you can actually see side by side, list view, grid view, on image, calendar. So all of these are going to be different options that you can select and see which one is going to suit you best for your events page. So here I have some different rows and events per page and so on. And when it comes to display, you also have a few things here that you can set up. So how many of these do you actually want to show up? So if you have a countdown timer, you can set it up. If you want to set up or show the date, if you turn it off, it's not going to show anymore at the bottom. Same goes for location and so on. So all of these things are going to be common between the three different pages. So you have the layout and display. So let's just go ahead and go for another one real quick. If we just go to schedule, let's see the schedule page real quick. So same goes here. If you just click on it, click on settings, you're going to have the different display options here, what you actually want to display and what you don't want to display. And also when it comes to the layout, you only have the ability to change the alignment of the text. So not much here you can work with. And by the way, again, the Arabic text is because I have the settings from Wix is within Arabic, so this is why. And lastly, we have the actual registration page. So if we go to event details and registration, we should be able to see this one, and it's going to show us the event and also the tickets here. You see now we have the tickets. They can actually choose the quantity and add the price. And you can actually see this is a flat 50, not 51.50, because we absorbed the actual fees. So obviously this is going to reflect upon this. And I believe you also can click on settings here and change a few things like, the display and layout and see how it's actually going to look like. So I'm just going to keep it side by side actually. And for the display, you have a bunch of things that you can show or hide. And if you click on preview and click on buy tickets here real quick, It's just going to scroll down to the tickets, and people can just go ahead and select the quantity. It's going to give them the price, and you're pretty much good to go. So this is pretty much all for this video. Hopefully you found it to be informative and helpful. I tried to cover everything about events in this video. So yeah, thanks for watching.